It Ends With Us author Colleen Hoover has completely deactivated her Instagram. Over 2 million followers are now just gone, which begs the question, does she regret siding with Blake Lively in the Justin Baldoni drama?
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience.
Tease each other. He was, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, if I lost you and I, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can. This is a horrible thing to say.
Colleen Hoover, the literary sensation behind the best-selling novel It Ends With Us, has shocked her fans by completely deactivating her Instagram account, a platform that connected over 2 million readers to her work and life. This sudden move has sparked a wave of speculation. Is the beloved author stepping back due to personal reasons? Or could it be the aftermath of controversies surrounding the Hollywood adaptation of her book? And why are whispers of tension between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni making headlines? Stay tuned as we dive into the drama behind Colleen Hoover's digital disappearance, the controversies surrounding It Ends With Us, and the chaos brewing on and off the set of its much-anticipated film adaptation. Let's uncover the story behind the story.
It's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I mean, I have 2 other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much, but we're thinking of keeping her.
Does she play with her? What does she think?
Well, she sort of pretends to play with her. So in the beginning, our oldest is loving on her, and she's very maternal, and then our middle daughter is just keeps away from her.
Colleen Hoover's Instagram account, once bustling with over 2 million followers, has mysteriously disappeared without a trace. The author, known for her emotional storytelling and close connection with her fan base, left readers stunned and speculating. Could it be a step back from the spotlight, or is this linked to the growing controversy surrounding It Ends With Us? Fans have noted that Hoover's social media presence has faced increasing scrutiny over the past year, especially as the Hollywood adaptation of her novel became a hot topic of debate. The casting of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, while initially celebrated, soon drew criticism from a vocal segment of fans who questioned the age-appropriate choices and the creative direction of the film. Hoover has also faced backlash over her perceived handling of sensitive topics in her books, which may have contributed to her decision to retreat from the public eye. By deactivating her account, Hoover has not only silenced her critics, but also left her devoted followers yearning for answers. Without an official statement, the reason behind her digital disappearance remains a mystery, amplifying the intrigue surrounding the author and her work.
I'm honored, and I'm also more honored that because, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful, that we're able to have this much anticipation, and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. That's what I'm grateful for.
And you had a key part in bringing it to the big screen. How did this all come to be?
Well, in 2019, I read the book. I was sent the book by my book agent and friend at the time, and I was looking for films that could inspire, that were commercially viable, but also could really reach in and touch somebody's heart.
Colleen Hoover's Instagram account, once bustling with over 2 million followers, has mysteriously disappeared without a trace. The author, known for her emotional storytelling and close connection with her fan base, left readers stunned and speculating. Could it be a step back from the spotlight, or is this linked to the growing controversy surrounding It Ends With Us? Fans have noted that Hoover's social media presence has faced increasing scrutiny over the past year, especially as the Hollywood adaptation of her novel became a hot topic of debate. The casting of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, while initially celebrated, soon drew criticism from a vocal segment of fans who questioned the age-appropriate choices and the creative direction of the film. Hoover has also faced backlash over her perceived handling of sensitive topics in her books, which may have contributed to her decision to retreat from the public eye. By deactivating her account, Hoover has not only silenced her critics, but also left her devoted followers yearning for answers. Without an official statement, the reason behind her digital disappearance remains a mystery, amplifying the intrigue surrounding the author and her work.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me, is that she's a walking, talking contradiction, yet it's perfectly harmonious for her.
Colleen Hoover found herself at the center of controversy last year when she announced the release of a It Ends With Us themed coloring book. The announcement was met with immediate backlash, as fans and critics alike pointed out the insensitivity of creating a product tied to a story centered around domestic violence. The novel, which delves into the deeply emotional and painful experiences of its protagonist, Lily Bloom, had resonated with readers for its raw portrayal of abuse and resilience. However, transforming such a heavy subject into a coloring activity struck many as tone-deaf. Critics argued that it trivialized the serious themes of the book, turning trauma into entertainment. Amid the uproar, Hoover quickly addressed the criticism, issuing a public apology and halting production of the coloring book. In her statement, she admitted the decision was a misstep and acknowledged the valid concerns raised by her audience. While some applauded her swift response, others saw the incident as part of a larger pattern of misjudgment regarding the commercialization of her work. The coloring book controversy became a cautionary tale for authors navigating the delicate balance between creative expression and respect for sensitive topics, a lesson that remains a focal point in discussions about Hoover's career.
A lot of it's my real life clothes or my husband's clothes or my girlfriend Gigi's clothes. I was borrowing some.
Wait, that's kind of amazing. So you have something of Gigi's in the movie.
Yeah, it's like a wedding, like something old, something borrowed, something blue, something new.
Wait, which
except
one?
it's just-
Now I want to think of the scene.
Oh,
so-
I'm wearing her stuff all over it.
Oh, really?
And tons of like Bodhi, which is with the suit now that I'm wearing is Bodhi. It was meant for my husband, but I
Wait,
borrowed
that's
it.
his suit?
It was meant for him to wear, but it's so pretty. Look at it. You guys are not getting it in the shot.
When Colleen Hoover published It Ends With Us in 2016, few could have predicted the seismic impact the book would have on readers and the literary world. At its core, the novel tells the harrowing yet empowering story of Lily Bloom, a woman navigating the complexities of love, abuse, and self-discovery. With its deeply emotional narrative and unflinching exploration of domestic violence, the book struck a chord with millions. What set It Ends With Us apart was its raw authenticity, inspired by Hoover's own experiences and those of people close to her. The novel's portrayal of Lily's struggle to break the cycle of abuse resonated with readers, sparking important conversations about relationships and the often overlooked nuances of leaving toxic situations. The book's popularity grew steadily through word-of-mouth, book clubs, and Hoover's dedicated fan base. However, it wasn't until the TikTok phenomenon, Book Talk began spotlighting the novel that it truly exploded. Short, heartfelt videos of readers sobbing over the story or sharing their favorite quotes sent sales soaring, catapulting the book to the top of bestseller lists years after its release. The novel's success was further amplified by the announcement of a film adaptation, with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni set to star. This news reignited interest in the story, solidifying It Ends With Us as a cultural touchstone. Despite occasional controversies surrounding its themes and marketing, the book's rise is a testament to the power of storytelling to both entertain and educate, a legacy that continues to shape conversations in the literary and social spheres. When the announcement broke that It Ends With Us was being adapted into a Hollywood film, fans of Colleen Hoover were ecstatic at first. The idea of seeing Lily Bloom's emotional journey brought to life on the big screen was thrilling, but as casting and production details emerged, the excitement quickly turned into a whirlwind of controversy. The casting of Blake Lively as Lily Bloom sparked the first wave of debate. While Lively is a celebrated actress, many fans argued she didn't match the younger, more relatable image of Lily portrayed in the novel. This sentiment was only amplified when Justin Baldoni, cast as Ryle, was also revealed to be directing the film. While Baldoni's commitment to portraying sensitive, socially conscious stories was respected, some questioned his ability to fully capture the nuanced emotional depth required for this story. As production photos began to circulate, the criticism intensified. Blake Lively's wardrobe in particular, featuring bright pink ensembles, was labeled by fans as being overly polished and inconsistent with Lily's character, who is described as a modest and hard-working florist. Social media platforms, especially TikTok, erupted with divided opinions, with some fans feeling betrayed by what they perceived as Hollywood's misinterpretation of the novel's tone. Amidst the backlash, Colleen Hoover stepped forward to defend the choices made, emphasizing her close involvement in the adaptation and asking fans to trust the creative vision. She reassured readers that the essence of the story remained intact and that the changes were necessary to translate the narrative to film. Despite the controversy, the buzz around the adaptation has only heightened anticipation for its release. Whether fans will embrace the final product remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the Hollywood drama surrounding It Ends With Us has added yet another layer to the legacy of this unforgettable story.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience. And
Were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, I got snot coming out of my nose.
As if the It Ends With Us adaptation wasn't already stirring enough debate, rumors of on-set tensions added another layer of intrigue to the unfolding Hollywood drama. Reports began circulating that disagreements between director Justin Baldoni and lead actress Blake Lively had surfaced during production. Sources claim that creative differences arose over how Lily's character should be portrayed, with Lively allegedly pushing for a more nuanced and complex interpretation, while Baldoni aimed to stay closer to the novel's original tone. Adding fuel to the fire, insiders hinted that Colleen Hoover herself had quietly expressed concerns about some of the creative liberties taken with the script. Though Hoover had publicly supported the project, speculation grew that her involvement behind the scenes wasn't as harmonious as initially portrayed. Fans speculated whether the author's influence was being overruled by studio executives eager to appeal to a broader audience. To make matters even more dramatic, a viral TikTok video purportedly showed what appeared to be a heated exchange between two crew members on set. While the video was blurry and unverified, fans were quick to link it to the swirling rumors of tension. Social media exploded with theories, with some claiming the production was cursed and others defending the team, arguing that disagreements are normal in any high-stakes project. Despite the whispers of unrest, both Lively and Baldoni have maintained a united front during promotional interviews, dismissing the rumors as overblown. They've emphasized their shared passion for bringing the story to life and assured fans that the final product would do justice to the beloved novel. Still, the behind-the-scenes drama has only added to the buzz, making the film one of the most talked about adaptations in recent memory. Whether the rumors hold any truth or are simply the result of fan speculation, one thing is certain: the It Ends With Us movie has everyone watching, even before it hits theaters. As the buzz around the It Ends With Us adaptation reached a fever pitch, fans were anything but unified in their reactions. Social media platforms like TikTok and Twitter became battlegrounds for opinions, with many passionately debating everything from the casting choices to the leaked set photos of Blake Lively in Lily's signature pink dress. Some fans were thrilled to see the beloved novel come to life on the big screen, praising the star power of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Blake is perfect for Lily. She'll bring the emotional depth the role needs, one fan tweeted. Others were less convinced, criticizing the age gap between the cast and their characters and claiming it strayed too far from the novel's intent. The divide only widened after rumors of on-set tensions surfaced, leaving many questioning whether the final product could live up to the book's emotional weight. Adding to the growing intrigue was Colleen Hoover's noticeable silence. Known for her close relationship with fans and frequent updates on social media, the author's decision to avoid commenting on the adaptation or the surrounding controversies did not go unnoticed. While Hoover had been active in promoting the film when it was first announced, her recent absence from the conversation led to speculation. Some fans theorized that she was unhappy with the direction the movie was taking, while others believed she was deliberately stepping back to avoid influencing public perception. Why hasn't Colleen addressed any of this? Even just a post to reassure us would go a long way. One fan commented on Instagram, "The silence became almost as much of a story as the adaptation itself, with fans dissecting every like and comment on her social media accounts for hidden clues about her true feelings." Despite the mixed reactions and Hoover's quiet retreat, the anticipation for the movie continued to grow. For some, the controversies only added to the allure, making the It Ends With Us adaptation one of the most polarizing and talked about projects in recent years. Whether it ultimately satisfies die-hard fans or fuels further debate, one thing is clear: the film's journey from page to screen has been anything but ordinary. The It Ends With Us adaptation journey has been a whirlwind of excitement, controversy, and passionate fan reactions. From the highly anticipated casting announcements to the rumors of on-set tensions and Colleen Hoover's silence, the film has sparked a level of attention rarely seen in book-to-movie adaptations. While some fans are thrilled to see their favorite characters come to life on screen, others remain skeptical about how true the film will stay to the source material. Ultimately, the success or failure of the adaptation will depend on how well well it balances fan expectations with its own artistic vision. Will the chemistry between the cast translate into the emotional depth that readers fell in love with? Or will the controversies overshadow the story's core themes of love, loss, and resilience? Only time will tell. What remains certain is that Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us continues to captivate audiences, whether through its literary impact or its transition into a highly discussed movie. As fans await the release, one thing is clear: the journey of this adaptation, much like the story itself, has been full of twists and turns, and the final chapter is still to be written.